Your academic path should reflect your career vision. Choose wisely to pave the way for success. Hello, wonderful attendees. I'm your host, Dalvinder Kaur from lovely Professional University. Today, we are exploring Kalvium-Regular CSE versus Specialization. How to decide the best B.Tech program that is truly future-proof. Before we proceed further, allow me to introduce the experts of the day, Dr. Deepak Venugopal, co-founder Kalvium, with a proven track record in brand strategy and marketing, formerly at KFC, Greater Asia, and Yum Brands. He brings a wealth of experience in managing multicultural environments with heart, smarts, and courage. So now I would like to introduce the admission nominee also in this webinar, Dr. Kavisha Duggal, Assistant Professor, Lovely Professional University. With over 10 years of teaching experience and a passion for research, Dr. Duggal is PhD in the fascinating field of gamification. Her impressive track record includes over 12 international publications with the Best Smart Education Award from the Ministry of Urban Affairs. Before we proceed further in today's session, I would request to everyone for any questions, you can write in the chat box or in the Q&A box, and same will be addressed from my side in the end of this webinar. And now I hand over the thanks to Dr. Deepak Venugopal, and it would be an absolute delight to listen from him. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Dalvinder. And with that, let me move to sharing my screen. Hey, good afternoon, students. I hope, first of all, Dalvinder, is my screen visible?
Yes, screen is visible. You can continue, sir.
Perfect. Thank you. And good afternoon, students and parents. If you're joining, delighted to be here at this moment and sharing some insights with you on computer science engineering and with all the noise that is going on computer science, AI, ML, and will the computers take over the world? What can we as humans, what we as students in 12th standard today can do to ensure that we are relevant in the coming future, right? So that's the story, and here we go. So I'm sure all of you would kind of be having a mixed emotions right now, right? Especially students, a little nervous about the college life ahead, and also a lot of excitement about the college life ahead. So just to get started, you can probably put in the chat box what you're feeling, mostly nervous or excited, and I hope it's more of excitement than nervousness. But this is normal. This is what it is. It should be, because it's a big decision, important decision. And as much as you're nervous, actually, you should also be excited because you're now getting into the real world. And after all that effort and hard work of 12th standard, now is the time to reap the fruits, right? On that note, there is no doubt computer science is a great field for boundless opportunities. So I'm just reiterating the thing. Probably all of you already are aware of this, that the whole world is getting digitized. Things are all becoming digital today. Nobody goes to banks anymore. Even a lot of retail things are now getting completely digitized, and now we do everything online, right? So the whole world is getting computerized and digitized. So there is a lot of scope for computer science engineering with the whole world changing. So there's no doubt about that. In fact, computer science is one of those fields where the young have an advantage over the old. Typically, in most fields, people with a lot of experience carry a lot more advantage because they come with experience, they know how things work in traditional fields. But computer science is one such field where there are developments and changes happening almost every day, where therefore young people have a greater advantage over youth. So if you are young and like this subject, then more power to you, right? This is probably the best field to be in. So great. It all seems good, right? And when it comes to job opportunities, and that to high-paying job opportunities, again, computer science is here to rule. Because if you see one of the top high-paying jobs in India, highest paid jobs for engineers in India, for graduates in India across all fields, not just engineering, you would see most of those jobs would come down as a computer science engineer job. So that is great news, isn't it? Like, we have more jobs, the jobs are growing faster than anything else. So all you need to do is just get into any computer science course, right? And then life is set. Unfortunately, not, right? So here's where we have to be very, very, very careful, because it's not all equal. Now, when it comes to most of the jobs, the new jobs that are coming up, most of the jobs are around the line of field of basic software development, right? So as much as new fields are coming up, still it is very clear. This is some data reported by Microsoft, that basic software development jobs will still be dominant and grow further and faster than other jobs for the foreseeable future. So that is true. However, there is still one more problem. Yeah, there's one more problem here, that the news headlines show a different picture, right? You've seen these news headlines before, and if you look at the industry and see, hey, there are a lot of layoffs happening, and a lot of software engineers are not getting jobs, and then you're wondering, hey, there are so many opportunities, and why is this happening, right? So this is where we need to be a little careful, because what we see, this is a fact, and what the industry says is that most engineering graduates lack the skills. So what do we mean by engineering graduates lack skills? So here are people talking about it. Like, this is IBM chief saying that, they have a lot of open jobs, a lot of opportunities, but we don't find students with the matching skill sets. So they feel that only 80% of Indian engineers do not fit the job requirements and things like that. And for top jobs, only 3% are eligible. These are all jobs for just graduates. These are not. So there are a lot of opportunities, but students are not being able to leverage those opportunities. And if you see, what do they mean really that they don't have the skills? When they say they don't have the skills, it is essentially they feel that most of the learning is theory heavy. The students come with a lot of theoretical knowledge, and they don't have enough practical knowledge. So that's what they feel. They mean from the skill gap problem. They also have very limited project experience. So the project experience itself is limited, and that is also not very relevant to the real world. And then finally, they also are missing a lot of soft skills. So all these companies require people to work in big teams. Mostly these teams are also spread across geographies, spread across countries, and the students seem to be missing the soft skills required to work in a big team. So this is where they feel that there's a big skill gap which students are not able to overcome, and therefore not able to leverage this opportunity, this huge opportunity of 13 crore jobs that are there. Students are not able to take that, and then they're falling short, and placements and all of that are not happening for many. So this is one thing that the industry feels. Now, if you look, but okay, this is generally the computer science industry, the software industry, but then there are also dream companies, right? You all probably have dream companies when you're joining college, which is great to have, because everybody wants to get into these companies, and these are kind of also establishing what is required and how the industry is going to function. So let us see what these companies expect students to do, right? Because all of us here probably want to get and work in one of these companies at least for some time, right? Before we do something else. So if we look what these companies expect, and these are from the career pages of these companies, you can go back and check it yourself. They are all looking for something called equivalent practical experience. They're all expecting students to already have experience before they join this company. So qualifications, they don't care as much as they care about experience. At least 2 years, at least 3 years, at least 1 year experience. So they want entry level jobs also to have the right experience. So the capability mismatch, again, if you see in these dream companies, is that students don't have the right experience to get these jobs. So what do you mean by experience? Abhi sochte honge ki, like, you're talking about college graduates, where does experience come into play? So, by experience, what they mean is that the summer internships, which students largely do in the summer months during their summer breaks, is very, very inadequate. In 1 or 2 months, students cannot learn much about what's happening in a company or contribute in a meaningful way for a project, because typical projects go for 6 months to multiple years also sometimes. So they're not able to contribute in a good way and learn enough. So internships are being the summer internship experience is inadequate. The other thing that they mean by they say students have limited experience is most academic projects. Some of them are very good, but many of them do not reflect the real world realities. This is what these companies say, that this is nice, this is good as a learning objective, but when it comes to the real world, does it reflect what we do? It probably doesn't, right? And the third thing is the ability to work with other professionals. We also mentioned this as soft skills in the previous section. This is another version of talking about that students who are raw, they don't have the ability to work with other professionals. They're not professional enough. They don't understand how to work in a professional environment yet. And these are the reasons why students don't get picked up by these large companies, and they have a limited hiring when it comes to graduates. Now then, net. So you all came here to understand, hey, what is the right specialization for computer science engineering? But what the industry says, right, is that getting the right technical and soft skills are way more important than specialization. So experience plus skills is way greater than specialization in CSE. So if you have to focus on the left side, which is experience and skills, and give you a better chance to succeed rather than specialization in one particular topic or one particular uh, path in computer science engineering. So, so how do you get the experience and skills while you are still at college, right? So for that, LPU has launched this program called the B.Tech Computer Science with specialization in software product engineering with Kalvium, right? So there is this program which offers you exactly what the industry says you lack, which is technical skills and experience. Right, so this is the program that is available to you guys, and I represent Kalvium here, and we claim that this is the best computer science engineering undergrad program for these 4 reasons, right? So here, Kalvium is the only program in the country today, or probably in the world today, where in a 4-year degree program, you have an opportunity to get up to 3 years of work experience, right? I'll repeat that again. Within 4 years, you can get 3 years equivalent of work experience, right? So here you can start working in top tech companies through paid internships from the second year to 4th year. So when I say paid internships, these are not summer internships. These are long-term internships throughout the year, right? So this is a work integrated program where you do classes in the morning and work from your classroom for these companies in the afternoon. So this is how this course is structured. And these are paid internships. Therefore, you can also earn up to 12 lakhs before you graduate. And the reason I'm mentioning this money part is it's not as important as the money there. It's not about 10 lakhs, 12 lakhs that is important. But what it indicates is you do quality work for a company so that the company is ready to pay for this. So you also get an opportunity to get to quality work. It's not just any internship. It is quality internship at top tech companies while you graduate, so that you graduate as an experienced professional. So at the end of 4th year, when you are graduating and a regular computer science engineer, so to say, graduates, uh, they would be graduating as freshers, but you would be counted as an experienced professional. So you would be almost getting lateral placements. Therefore, you will have fantastic placements and packages in your final year because you already have the experience. You're joining as an experienced professional in the industry with more than like up to 3 years of experience. So that's the beauty of this program. That is this program in a nutshell. So again, just to repeat, the industry feels that graduates today don't have almost no experience, whereas with Kalvium, you can get up to 3 years of work experience through the compulsory work integrated program. Here, industry experience is built into your degree. So you don't have to go outside for that. It is built into your degree. In fact, you also get credits and grades for the work experience you do. For all the work that you do for the company, you are graded for it and you get credit for it as well. So when I say credit, it is academic credits, right? So I hope you know about that. Then the industry also spoke about the skill gap. So at this program, at the Kalvium Computer Science Engineering program, you also get access to unmatched skills. So you get all the industry relevant tech skills. You learn the MERN stack. You can become a full stack developer right in the first year, right? And you also get access to what is called the MIT 21st Century Human Skills. So MIT Harvard, right? Massachusetts Institute of Technology has created this 21st Century Human Skills, right? These are things like critical thinking, problem solving, which are super necessary to succeed in the 21st century in the age of AI. And you get a structured learning on these skills as well as a part of this program. And finally, your knowledge is cutting edge, right? You learn all the industry demanded skills. You learn by building real world products that the industry seeks. So you'll be perfectly up to date, and you'll graduate as a pro, right out of college. So you'll be wondering, hey, who's Kalvium and how come they are able to provide all of this? So Kalvium this is a company which has been into higher education and skill development for the last 15 years. And we've been working with universities and tech companies and trained and placed over 50 lakh students in the last 15 years. So we have a lot of experience. Not only that, Kalvium is also backed by some of very, very popular unicorn founders and top tech executives. Some of these people you may already know from in the public domain. People like Nitin Kamath of Zerodha, Anupam Mittal of People Group, and Arvind Shankar of Rapido, Kunal Shah from Cred. These are people who are very popular, and they're also backing Kalvium because this is the kind of education they also want in the world of tomorrow, right? And these are top companies. In fact, Kalvium's academic program also has on the academic council all these uh, top tech executives and hiring managers who have given input in creating this program. So here's a program which is actually actively created by top tech executives and hiring managers from India and across the world today, right? These are top executives who have created this program. Therefore, your future hirers have created this program for you. So that way, this is up to date and meets industry requirements. So just to reiterate again, the advantage from Kalvium is paid internships right from the second year all to the fourth year. You can earn stipends up to rupees 12 lakhs before you graduate, with 3 years experience, which begs you for fabulous placements at the end of the course. So what I mean is from the second year you're going to work, which means your placements happen almost at the end of first year. So you must be wondering, ये क्या है मतलब फर्स्ट ईयर के बच्चों को नौकरी मिलती है like first year students are getting jobs with stipends really. Yes, that is true. So here's a glimpse of the Kalvium's first year students placement report. This is not a final placement. This is the first year student. First year khatam karte, he's gotten placed in so many companies. So there's this last year students placement report where each student had more than one job offer. With them, there were 28% international offers across multiple sectors where they're able to, where they are working as we speak. So this is a set of companies. Some of the companies may be popular for you, like Fresh Menu, PhonePe, Tata 1mg, etc. There are a lot of other companies also. We may not identify their names. Like Aero is a top class AI company, AI and robotics company based out of San Francisco, US. Economize is another American company which is into cloud computing, right? And they're optimizing cloud computing solutions because today the whole universe is on the cloud, and cloud computing technologies are super critical, and they do something there. Plena Data is a data science company based out of UK. So a lot of such companies are out there where Kalvium students are working, right? And they got these internships, plum paid internships, right at the end of first year. Students love that because they get a lot of practical hands-on experience there, and not just limited to the classroom. They're actually getting a lot of practical experience. They are also, and our recruiters also love us because they feel that these students are doing a great job. They have a lot of learning. They actually, right at the end of first year, they're already so professional that they are able to deliver quality work in their companies, and they're super happy with that. So which means that more people will be looking to recruit you also once you finish your first year at Kalyan. Not just that, now hot news right out of the this news is just released. Breaking news for you. This is we also have a Kalvium first year person now into Google, right? So Google has something called Google Summer of Code, GSOC in short. This is a program done by Google for college students, right? This is open for both UG and PG students who can actually use their summer months, right? So this is 6 to 8 month projects that they do through Google in various technologies. So it's called GSOC. You can look that up, Google Summer of Code or GSOC. It is very, very, very popular and very prestigious as well because you get an experience of working with a Google company while you are in college. So and it is more difficult to get into GSOC than getting into IIT. So it's that prestigious, and it's also a global program. So there are candidates from across the world, from across 172 countries who apply for this and are picked for this program. And our student, Kalvium student, has gotten through this. First year student is gotten through this. So that's another great breaking news, which I'm very proud to share, that Kalvians are making waves across the world. Now, with all of this, how is it even possible? What does Kalvium do? एक साल में ऐसा क्या करती है Kalvium कि बच्चे इतने काबिल हो जाते हैं? If you're wondering about that, then this is what Kalvium does. The real world values practical learning over theory. So against a regular engineering program, which is 20% practical, 80% theory, Kalvium is 80% practical. And it's a lot more hands-on. From day one, you learn hands-on, right? So it's a lot more fun learning that way. Very few theory and very little lectures and things like that. So this is what an actual Kalvium classroom looks like. So if you see, it's a lot of hands-on, a lot of fun. People are working while they are learning, and they're actually doing things hands-on. Even the classroom, there are no back benches and front benches. People just huddle together and work together. And they create stuff, they present stuff. So they learn all these skills right from day one in their respective classrooms. They're also setting the bar high. They also uh, undergo a lot of other training programs. They get participate in a lot of competitions. The picture on the left is LPU students winning competitions, competing against final year students and winning at multiple forums, right? Also, Kalvium students get a lot of hands-on experience. These are code presentations by Kalvium students, actual Kalvium students presenting their code. These are all first-year students doing this, and there's a lot of learning by doing. So here's typically at home, parents tell don't play computer games, go and study. At Kalvium, we say, hey, don't play computer games, instead design them yourself. So students design their own games, and there are other projects also students have done. So this document has a link to some projects like a hostel management portal, employee management portal, a budget tracing software, a voting system. All these things have been designed by Kalvium students as a part of their course. So this is what they do. And this is all done by first year students, mind you. So this is the kind of education that you get at Kalvium. And it's the most student focused environment where we care about holistic development for students. So you learn a lot by building real world products and applications. So it's a lot of active learning. You build real projects. You also have an opportunity to work on FOSS, which is free open source software, and collaborate globally. So you're not just working within your own classmates, but also working on projects with people across the globe, right? So those are the kind of opportunities you get here. We also have personalized mentorship. So every classroom has around 25 students only. And each classroom, each of these students also have access to personalized mentorship. So each class has a technical mentor and a professional mentor, and they get individual guidance from these mentors on how they're progressing. Every day they get inputs from their mentors. So it's a lot of guidance for holistic development, where teachers are not just, so the reason why we call them mentors is, unlike a typical classroom, the teachers are more concerned about their own subject, right? Different subjects have different teachers, and they're all concerned, I don't care what you do about the other subjects, I want to focus on my subject. Versus mentorship focuses on the student and focus on what the student needs to become a professional quickly. So they get a lot of mentorship, and also this work integration through internships and more allows them to be more hands-on in the real world. So this is the Kalvium program for you. This is the detailed uh, program. So what you learn over each semester. So as you see in the first and second semester, there is a lot of learning that happens, which makes you capable for getting your internship. So from the second year onwards, which is semester 3 onwards, you will see this whole work integration module, which happens in the afternoon, which also has credits, academic credits as well. So you work and learn at the same time from the comfort of your classroom under the guidance of your mentors in top tech companies. So that's how the program is structured. And you also have the opportunity to take a lot of electives in your later semester, where if you want to get deeper into certain other domains, you can either do that through electives, or you can do that through working for different companies which encourage, or which go deeper into those technologies. So you have an opportunity to do a double depth of these subjects by working in those companies and also taking electives for them. So that is all about this program. The only thing about this program is there are limited seats, and which are on a first come first serve basis. So you have to apply quickly, right? So that's the only constraint here. Otherwise, everything else is available to all of you. Applying is very easy. It's through LPU Nest, and Kavisha ma'am will talk more about it. But it's right there baked into your admissions portal. All you need to do, if you are an engineering aspirant, is you just have to find this program and pick it up, right? So on that note, I'll just pause here and pass it on to Kavisha ma'am.
Thank you so much, Deepak. I'm sure we have a lot of students who are with us and they will be knowing, they want to know about this program. And you have already shared the deep insight about this program, and now we'll be discussing about the lovely professional university. And then I'll tell you how you can transfer to this program. I'll share all the details. Before that, I really want to take you to the exotic journey of Lovely Professional University. I want you to know you're already part of Lovely Professional University, and I really welcome you all, right? And I'm sure you're all waiting for your university to come to the university to start with your actual curriculum. Are you all excited? Can I have some answers in the chat box? Are you all excited? Yes or no? Ma'am, any answers are coming or is it not visible to me?
Yes, ma'am. There are some participants. Can I do a lot to talk to you?
Yeah, we will like to have a lot of discussion because these are the students who have already taken the admission or they're already into the process of taking the admission. Maybe they are getting the allotment letters today or they have got it. So, my dear students, before we talk about the Kalvium, it's very important talking about the software program engineering tie up with Kalvium. It's very important to know about the university, know about the accreditations, right? If I talk about lovely professional university, I really want to talk first about let you know that what are the accreditations, what are the approvals that the university has. When I talk about NAC, lovely professional university is awarded NAC A++ grade. Yes, you heard it really right. This is the highest grade that a university can has, and with Lovely Professional University has the NAC grade A++ with 3.6 score on 4-point scale. Now, how is that possible? Is it only possible because we are providing such good placements, or it is only possible because we have a huge infrastructure? My dear students, it is collectively, it is the combination of many, many parameters. My students are doing great in cultural. My students are doing great in sports. My students are doing great in curriculum, in the internships, in the form of, placement classes, in the form of placements, and the kind of research we have, the kind of faculty we have, the kind of extracurricular activities, the kind of exposure we offer to the students. That is the reason we have got this NAC A++. It's one of the prestigious ranking that any institution can have. And whatever are the necessary approvals and accreditations to run a particular program, we have all that approvals. Then only we run a particular program, and all our programs are under the UGC, University Grant Commission. Now, talking about the record-breaking packages of computer science. Yes, it is the 3 crore. One of our students has made us, not only made us proud, has made India proud that we have got a Germany package. We have got the 3 crore Germany package MNC, right? Got the 3 crore package in MNC. And he is a proud student of Lovely Professional University. Our students have got placed in N number of companies with the packages of 64 lakh. If I talk about Palo Alto, they have got 54.75. This is the actual range that our students have got. They have set these standards. And now we are actually waiting for you all to join the university and break all the records that are possible. And of course, I'm sure my students, like if I talk about Vishwadeep, when I taught him in the first year, I remember he was very confident child. He wanted to, his dream was very clear. And now he has done wonders. He have got 54.75 lakh package. Now, how is that possible? Do you think it's only because in the third year the companies come and immediately after the B.Tech you're able to grab such? No, my dear students, no. It is only possible because we start with the training in the day one. When you enter to the university, the curriculum is designed as such. This is not only possible that, okay, if you're studying after 6 to 7 subjects or talking about 10 subjects, that is your placements will be done. It is about the theoretical, practical plus theoretical exposure that we provide you through the curriculum, then these placements are possible. And if I talk about computer science, you all know that we have a very good placements. All top MNC are students and are working, and these are the photographs of the alumni. Then we talk about the rankings. LPU has ranked 23rd among top universities. In engineering, it is ranked 6th. And who has ranked it? The world university ranking I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the ranking in only that is there in India. I'm talking about the world ranking here. Then if I talk about the another ranking, that is one of the prestigious ranking, the URI's World University with Real Impact ranked LPU 2nd. In the first attempt, LPU has secured the global band of 101 to 200. Then we are not only focusing on the internships, we are not only focusing on the curriculum, we are all-rounder in everything. Trust me, my dear students, lovely professional university, don't even leave an inch where we are not performing good. We have got the Atal ranking of institution on innovation has ranked LPU 3rd. It is on the innovation. Earlier, there was a time when the innovations and, research work was only done by the post-graduation students or the PhD students. I have students in first year, I have students in second year who are working in my research labs and doing great jobs. Their ideas are so fresh, the implementation, they're doing a group work, and that is the reason we have got this achievement also into our list. Then we are not only focusing right now on only on the education part. Our complete agenda is we need to groom you overall. Sports, cultural activities are equally important. LPU has created the history, my dear students. It is the 12 out of 13 LPU students have won Olympic medal, 1 gold, 1 silver, and 2 bronze medal. And Maulana Abdul Azad Makkah Sports Trophy, first runners-up is also with the lovely professional university, which was awarded by none other than Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. And who doesn't know about him? Neeraj Chopra, who has made the whole India proud. He is part of lovely professional university. Yes. Now, I'll be talking about 106th Indian Science Congress was held in lovely professional university and was inaugurated by, he does not need any introduction, my dear students. Honorable PM of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji. He was at lovely professional university. This is the standard. This is the set standards that lovely professional university has actually created. All the eminent personalities talking about the Dalai Lama, Shri ex-President of India, Shri Pranab Mukherjee ji, Shri Arun Jaitley ji, who did the inauguration for the LPU Startup School. You name a famous personality, and they were all part of lovely professional university. Gohar Gopal Das ji giving a, valuable lessons of life to the students, to the faculty, because it's very important. It's not about only the physical health. The mental health is equally important, and we take care of that, my dear students. Look at this. Who doesn't know about them? They are the superstars, right? And they're Shah Rukh Khan, Deepika Padukone, MS Dhoni, you name them, and they were there in the campus. And this is all the fun moments that students enjoy in the campus. This is the exotic view of lovely professional university, the most Instagrammable place, which Deepak, I'm sure, is gonna experience tomorrow, right? And now let's peep inside this. And we have an auditorium with the capacity of 2,500 students in a single shed. Yes, 2,500 students. That is where all the major events are conducted. We have well-equipped labs. We have a library, which is operational till 12 midnight. Then we have a uni mall. Let's peep inside this mall. All the necessary items, whatever you want for your daily day, it's available inside the campus itself. We have a gym, we have sports, we have, all the bowling facility. We have a hospital with a capacity of 25 beds, and have the experienced doctors to take care of my students. We definitely believe in the environment friendly. We have solar panels. Look at this. This is your campus, my dear students, the lush green environment. See this. This is real. Whenever I enter this university, I feel that I'm into a different world. Yes, this is true. Look at this lovely professional university sparkling and shining under the light of moon and stars. And we are completely dragging-free campus, completely. And our priority, our security is the major priority. Now, if I talk about if this girl is entering into her hostel, if I, being a lady faculty, want to enter her hostel, it's not possible because your card access is required. I don't have that access. I cannot enter to the girls' hostel. That kind of security we believe in. And look at this now, sports amenities, badminton court, shooting range, basketball court. We have Asia's largest swimming pool, all weather, inside the campus. It is inside the campus. Yes, my dear students. And let's talk about study grant. If the students who have given the LPU Nest and we take the admission in IIT or NIT, top 500 students of candidate will be getting a 1 lakh rupees. I'm sure you are aware of that. Now, let's go live, my dear students, and we will be going to the website. I'm sure you have already taken the admission. You have explored our website, but I would like to tell you about there are certain changes in the eligibility, right? And in the fee and scholarship for this particular program. This is a work integrated program. You go to the admissions, you can go to work integrated program. If I talk about or in the regular programs also, you can go and check out this particular program. Right, it's a very, very good program. It has completely practical exposure. If you're looking for, a software product engineering, we'll help you. Now you can go to computer science, right, and this B.Tech software product engineering. And I've met the students personally. Trust me, the students are doing great in this program. That I have to tell you, my dear students. And let's talk about this. If I talk about the eligibility, it's almost the same, but there's little change. 60% aggregate marks are required in your 10th and +2. Rest is you should have given the LPU Nest or you should have qualified or you have given the KQ test, but interview is mandatory in both the cases. Right now, maximum of you students have given the LPU Nest, right? Now, how the interview option will come? You will go to your post-admission services, my dear students. In there's a program transfer option. If you do a program transfer for this particular program, you will get an option to fill the interview. If you clear the interview, then only you will get the chance to transfer the program. It's very simple, right? Now, let's talk about the fee for this particular program. Of course, there's so much of benefit into this program. The fee is little bit on the higher side. That also, but you can easily cover up because it's a paid, you will be getting paid, right? So that is not a big deal. Now it is a 2 lakh rupees per semester, but still I'll say it completely depends upon you. If you have got the scholarship in LPU Nest, right, category 1 scholarship you have got, then the highest scholarship in this particular program is 20%. 40% will be the scholarship and your fee will be only 1,60,000. If you come into the category 2, I'm sure you all have given the LPU Nest exam or your JEE mains exam. If you're getting in JEE percentile more than 95 or your class 12%, any one of them, you will be getting into this bracket. If you get into the category 2, into LPU Nest or 90 to 94.9% in your class 12th or JEE percentile 90, but less than 95, greater than 90, but less than 95, you will be into the category 2 with the 15% of the scholarship and fee will be only 1,70,000. Similarly, we have the category 3 as well, right? So these scholarships are available into this particular program. Now, how you're going to do transfer your program? Click on the post-admission services, right? In the post-admission services, there's an option for the program transfer. If you're not able to do, I'm sure any of our telephonic counselor would have helped you to take the admission. You can contact them and they can help you and go further. And if you want to check on any of the other webinar, what you can do is you can go to the admissions LPU Edu-Fair webinar and you can see what all webinars have been there, which have been conducted or upcoming webinars. You can check here. See the upcoming webinars or you have missed any webinar, you can check that as well. Right? Okay, and if you want to know about the interview, what is there in the interview, Deepak? I think you can put some light on the kind of interview questions that you will be asking.
Yes. Yes. So students who are applying for a program transfer are wondering the interview, what will be the interview like and what will I be asked? You can just be you can be very calm and patient. You don't have to worry about that because you don't have to prepare for it. It is not, you will not be asked questions on 12th standard syllabus and physics and chemistry or anything. It is just an interview to check your communication skills. So it's just a conversational interview where you will be asked, about yourself, and it's a basic interview. There might be a few questions on just to see your logical thinking and how do you think, but it's a very simple interview. The best way to prepare for this interview is to not prepare, be very relaxed and just have a chat as though you are chatting with somebody on a Google Meet or a video call. So it's a very simple interview and you just have to take it.
Okay, there are certain questions as well. So I think Dalvinder can.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Already many of the questions answered by our experts. As I can see, there are some more questions from our participants. Karthik is asking here, ma'am, can you please tell us about startup culture in LPU and how many unicorns company have been made by your university?
Deepak, will you like to answer this question about the startup?
Yes, yes. So actually, LPU has a fantastic startup culture, a fantastic campus. Even this program offers you an opportunity. So when I say we have work integration at Kalvium, so at this Kalvium program, you can either work for a company, or you can work in FOSS projects, or you can work for your own startup. So Kalvium, we are backed by top unicorns in India. So if students have a great idea which they want to develop while they are studying, you get an opportunity to do that. You also get an opportunity to get academic credits for working in your own startup, building your own startup. And you will also get a lot of feedback, advice, and funding from some of these unicorn founders as well. So this is one of a kind of a program in computer science engineering which offers the young people to also begin a startup of their own if they choose to do so. And it doesn't have to come at a cost of academics. You can make it as a part of your academic learning. So yeah, that's one example for Karthik. I hope that answers your question, Karthik.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Deepak. Um, Sanjeev is asking here, how much marks I score in LPU Nest?
I think you should score out of 400, 400. That is the limit I always
Yeah,
say,
for sure.
right? So you should be coming into the category 1 scholarship. Never think about the bottom line. Always think about on the higher side. Then only you will be succeeding, right? So you should be able to score the complete one. I'll say 400 out of 400. The test is not that difficult. It is completely based on, class 1 and class 2. Sorry, I'm saying class 1 and class 2. It's class 11th and class 12th.
Yeah, ma'am, Govi is asking here whether can I able to choose a specialization in second year, and now I'm in regular program B.Tech CSE.
Yes, you can choose the specialization in second year, right? That option is definitely there if you're done in regular CSE. Now, what Deepak is telling you, he's telling you to have a specialization from first year onwards. That is a benefit. If you're going for software product engineering, you're going with specialization from the first year, right? That is the difference.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, just to clarify that. So when students think about specialization, there is one way of going broad specialization. One is narrow specialization. So if you're looking at if you know that you want to be in only in the AI/ML field, I don't care what happens to this field later, or you want to be only in cybersecurity, right? In that case, it's called narrow specialization. You can go for it right from the beginning or in the second year, as ma'am suggesting. What we are suggesting is, so ultimately everything is a software product. ChatGPT is a software product. It comes with an interface. It has a front end and a back end and security systems and all these firewalls and everything else. So if you learn how to make a software product, it's called a broad specialization, so that you can then later in your career or during your 4 years course branch into something that you find interesting in the real world. So these are two types of specialization. I hope you get the difference. It's a subtle difference. So if it is narrow specialization, yes, but what we recommend is go for broad specialization where you can get more exposure to the real world.
Thank you so much, sir. Kavisha ma'am, Shweta is asking here, scholarship benefit will be applicable for all the semesters?
Yes, this is the key point. I'm very sorry I missed it, but I never miss in my presentation when I talk about the scholarship. Your scholarship is not there for 1 semester or 2 semesters. It's completely for 4 years. Yes, that's there. And we never increase the fee also. It's only the examination fee that varies, nothing else.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Sanjeev is asking here, how much marks required for the LPU Nest?
How many marks is required?
How much marks are required for
Cutoff.
LPU Nest?
Cutoff, he wants to know. See, for
Okay,
cutoff,
that's
we
what
require
accounting.
30% to 40%, right? For honors program, the cutoff is 40% to 50% out of 400, right? But never think about the bottom line. Always think about at the upper line. That I always suggest to my students.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Balagiri is asking here, is there any possibility of distant learning in LPU?
We have distance learning, but not in the engineering, my dear students. That's not possible into the engineering. Engineering, even if you're doing it anywhere from the distance, it won't be at the later stage. It will not give you any benefit. Trust me on that. It has to be a regular degree for
Thank
the
you so much,
engineering
ma'am.
cases.
Someone is asking here, how can I get a CGPA? Want to know what's the role of CGPA?
I'll probably take that. A couple of questions on CGPA and a
Yeah.
couple of questions on AIML. So, like CGPA is very important if you want to have if you have a dream of getting the highest CGPA and a gold medal. So, which is perfectly legitimate. Go for it. But if you ask the industry, if you ask people in the workplace, what do they care about CGPA? They don't. If you have parents or elder brothers or cousins working in the industry, nobody asks them their CGPA. Nobody cares about the CGPA. They all care about what can you do in the real world,
Yeah.
right? So from that point of view, yes, you have to maintain reasonably good CGPA because
Yeah.
you have to pass your exams, right?
Yes.
And you have to be promoted. So it doesn't mean that you shouldn't pass your coursework. Yeah, that's basic minimum. But unlike 12th standard, do I need 99.9 percentile? No, nothing like that. All that matters is your skills and just focus on that.
Thank you so much, sir. Anant is
Yeah,
asking
Davinder.
here.
So
Yeah,
sorry,
sure.
Davinder, I'll just add in this.
Yeah, sure.
But definitely for the companies, you need to maintain a certain standard CGPA. Like normally the companies ask for 7 CGPA or 6 CGPA or 7.5, or very high-end companies, they ask for the 8 CGPA. So it's not very difficult, my dear students. If you're regular, trust me, you're giving your assignments, you're doing everything regularly, you get 9 CGPA. My students, whomever I have taught, particularly the subjects, they've all got above 8.5, 8, 9. But the only thing is you need to be regular. That is what is important. And if you're regular, your skills will be definitely enhanced. Thank you,
Thank you
Dalvinder.
so much, Dr. Kavisha. Anant is asking here, which is better, AIML or software product engineering? Which
Yeah,
one?
so yes, Anant is asking, Bhargav Bharadwaj is also asking,
Yes,
is this
yes.
program better than AIML? I would say yes. And I'm not saying because we are running this program, but we're also saying because come to think of it, AIML is a tool. The way we look at it is the world is being taken over by software, right? Software is eating the world. And ultimately, whatever we use is a software product at the end of the day. Today, we are interacting through Zoom, which is a software product, right? Now, this is you have to know how to develop a software product, and for that you can use many tools. Now, let us take the example of Zoom. Now you have to learn how to create a product, right? Once you know how to create a product, if you want people to automatically answer these questions basis whatever I've spoken in the presentation, you can create an AI tool to update this Q&A session. For example, as you type the question, you get answers through AI basis what I've spoken. That is a tool that AI/ML can add to this product, but you can't design a product with just AI/ML, right? You have to learn how to design a product, and AI/ML is a tool. You are interested in cybersecurity. How can I keep this content safe? How can I prevent intruders from entering this meeting? Again, that's a tool you use to improve the software product. So software product is the basic concept, basic thing, basic real thing which you can touch and feel and use through computer science engineering. So software product is the fundamental thing, and it's always better to know about the product than just know about the tools. If you're mighty interested in the tool, it's a different thing, but it is always better to know how the bigger picture of how things fit together. And it also helps you later if you want to get into business roles, product roles, because that gives you a broader perspective of how anything works in the real world.
Yes.
I hope that answers your question, Bhargav and Anant.
Thank you so much, sir. Vivek is asking here, what is the ratio of placements?
Ratio of placements in computer science.
Yeah, definitely in computer science.
It is, if I talk about last year, it was above 90% in computer science for the students who have registered for the placements. And right now, if I talk about the present scenario, the placement is still going on, and it is almost, they have crossed 85 to 87%, right? The figures are very correct and figures are updated.
And if you talk about Kalvium, it is probably more than 100%, Vivek, because you get internships right from your second year onwards. So
Yes.
if you're working for 3 years, then I could even claim that placements are 300%. आपने 3 नौकरियां कर ली है before your final placement. So yeah, with LPU, you don't have to really worry about placement so long as you deliver what is expected out of the course.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Someone wants to know, I have chosen CSE with AI ML. If I change my specialization to Kalvium, will it be good?
Absolutely,
Absolutely.
Tirthendru Datta. Yes, it's a good idea. In fact, you can also, like I said, in case you are really interested in AI/ML, you can also do a specialization through electives and work integration into AI/ML. So what I mean by that, let me tell you. Two examples of Kalvium which I can show to you. One is that I showed you these companies where Kalvium students got placed after their first year. There are a few companies like Aero, Plena Data, which are AI and robotics companies. So you can actually at the end of first year start working in the field of AI/ML. So you will get a very, very hands-on knowledge of what a work in AI/ML looks like. Currently you're looking at it from the outside and it looks all interesting. But what does it really entail? You will get a bird's eye view of that right from your second year. So that's one way Kalvium has an advantage. The second advantage, which I would like to call out, is something like this. Last December, 2022 December, I reckon, when ChatGPT 3.5 was launched for the public, right? And then there was a big debate about, is it good for students, bad for students? Should they be allowed to use it or not? But at Kalvium, by March, we took the help of industry experts and created a prompt engineering course for our students. It was a zero credit course, but it was available to all students who could start using that tool to do their work. And in fact, one of the LPU students created a tool using ChatGPT. It was an email checker tool. So suppose you write an email urgently, that it used ChatGPT to check the tonality of the email so that it is professional. And suppose you get very angry and you write a rude email, it would point out phrases which are rude and put that in a more polite way. So this was something created by a first year student using ChatGPT basis our prompt engineering course 3 months after it was released. So it's one thing is to know about AI/ML and another to know how to use it. And that's something that you will be getting at Kalvium, Tirthendra. So I hope this answers your question.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Pravesh is asking very interesting question from my side. I'm thinking this is interesting question. So how can I earn in a crores from third or fourth year? What type of roadmap skills I'll follow from the first day of the college?
Well, first of all, I think I would wonder, why do you want to earn in crores by the third or fourth year? But if you do, I mean, it's very simple. Your skills and the value you add is the value you will get out of anything. So from the first day, you will have to look at improving your skills. Like keep improving your skills, keep getting feedback, and keep doing things in the real world, because nobody pays for your knowledge. They pay for the value that your knowledge brings to them, right? So just because you have knowledge, nobody's going to pay you. But if you can use that knowledge to add value to them, then you get paid for it. And if you can consistently do that and do that with a delta over the next best option, then they'll be ready to pay. So if you keep building that delta over 3 years or 4 years, you can get that.
Thank you so much,
Beat
sir.
any skill.
Ma'am, someone is asking here, how much salary for AI and ML? The starting, I mean, the packages or like, he want to know about this. The starting
See,
salary, the starting packages for AI and ML.
I'll answer this question. See, we never segregate a particular program for a particular company. My all students, if any company come, right, all B.Tech computer science students will be eligible for that particular company. It's never like that. Okay, now the students who are opted for cyber security, they will only be sitting if there's any opening for the networking side. It's not like that. You should be able to fulfill the basic criteria, right? And all this, even for the software product student, if I talk about, the full stack student, if I talk about computer science, they'll be eligible for a particular company. Because now I'll tell you the reason. Suppose you are specialized in software product engineering, or you're specialized in AI or ML. It does not mean I'll stop you from sitting in the company where there's a requirement of a Python programmer. I will allow you because you have studied directly that programs as well. You're getting my point. So for you, it's not about AI ML, any set different pattern will be there. The highest package will remain the same. Right? And you have the similar opportunity as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Balagiri is asking.
Just to add to that, sorry, Talvinder, one quick one
Sure.
is you are not differentiated, but the only difference with a program, work integrated program with Kalvium
work integrated.
is that you will not be considered as a fresher. So all freshers sit together, whereas here you already have experience, so you will be considered as a lateral. So the kind of opportunities that will come your way will be better than something that a fresher gets. Right. So typically in the software industry, they call it SDE level 1 or SDE level 2. SDE level 1 means software development engineer level 1. That's what all freshers get into. And after 2-3 years of experience, they become a SDE level 2 engineer after they get a promotion or something. Whereas with the Kalvium program, you have a chance to get directly recruited as an SDE level 2. While your other friends from college will be joining as SDE level 1. So that's an advantage you can get from a work integrated.
Thank you so much, sir. And ma'am, Balagiri is asking here, am I eligible for the LPU nest if my maths percentage is 59%? Is he eligible for the LPU nest?
Yes, you're eligible for
yeah.
it. We require 60%, including your maths, English, and physics. And all over 5 subjects, you should have 60%. You're eligible, my dear student. Your total percentage, we require 60%.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Highest placement rate, again asking maybe the same questions. Yeah. Is this better to take specializations in the third year? Maybe so you already answered this question also.
Yeah. I think most of the questions are answered
Yeah.
now. Sir.
Yeah. Om is asking here, what should be a study material or time to get a higher placements? Higher placements. Yeah.
You need skills. You need whatever you are studying. Trust me, study it with your core heart. Right?
Yeah.
And I think Deepak will add something more into it. He wants
No,
to answer.
so yes, absolutely. I mean, you definitely have to study to get your grades and pass all the subjects, right? But once you're eligible, what they look for is what can you do, right? So while you study to get marks and just pass, also build your you have to build your skills. So make sure that you do as many projects, get experience, get internships, and show that you can also do things. So the company is not as interested to know if you know things, because the grades reflect that. आपको चीजें मालूम है, you know things. They are interested to know if you can do things. आप कर भी सकते हो, उसको use करके कुछ कर सकते हो के लिए. So knowing and doing, if you can show both, then the companies will take you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Deepak and Dr. Kavisha ma'am. As we come to the end of this webinar, I want to express my deepest gratitude to our experts for sharing their valuable insights and expertise with us. Your presence, enthusiasm, and active participation have made this experience truly special. Hopefully, the attendees found this webinar to be valuable and will be able to utilize the information. To access this webinar again, they can visit our website, that is lpu.in, or can be accessed on YouTube also. Stay connected with us for future webinars. Until we meet again, with the permission of my seniors, I would be signing off this webinar. Take care and goodbye. Have a nice day.
Thank you and all the best.
Thank you.